Chapter 16. Miktam of David. Keep me, O God, for I have taken refuge in you. I have said unto the Lord, You art my Lord. I have no good but in you. As for the holy that are in the earth, they are the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Let the idols of them be multiplied that make suit unto another. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take their names upon my lips. O Lord, the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. You maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in a pleasant places. Yes, I have a goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. Yea, in the night seasons my reins instruct me. I have set the Lord always before me. Surely he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also dwelleth in safety. For you wilt not abandon my soul to the netherworld, neither wilt you suffer your godly one to see the pit. You makest me to know the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. In your right hand bliss forevermore. All right, let's go back. Verse 1. Verse 1. This is the Miktam of David. And a Miktam is an engraved, actually, it's a tablet that's engraved, something that's engraved into it that will last. And this is what this is. It's the engraving, even this tablet of engraving of David. We can look at it like that, or the stone that's engraved. Keep me, O God, for I have taken refuge in you. And God is the place of refuge for those that need a place to take refuge, and that is in the law of God, God's judgment, and we know that God is faithful, God is good to protect the just. 2. I have said unto the Lord, You art my Lord, I have no good but in you. And this said to God, in other words, in his heart, this as took to take refuge, saying, All else is forsaken me, even that my refuge in God is this only good I know. 3. As for the holy that are in the earth, they are the excellent, in whom is all my delight. The holy are those that are hallowed, those that are set aside, we'll find out, by God or for God. They of whom they are excellent, in whom is delight. Because the joy is to know that they do the work of God. They have a different understanding in life. See, they go forward in pleasure and in joy, whereas those that do not know, those that don't understand the law, they do often suffer by these things of the earth. 4. Let the idols of them be multiplied that make suit unto another. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take their names unto my lips. Let the idols, we know the idolatry was there in Jerusalem at the time of when David was alive, because David's wife had used one of these to trick Saul's men when they come to her house. These idols, these images, or these little statues they used to make. These, and this word is to make suit, is to just to hasten or go to another god, those that hurry off to a different understanding, something more pleasant, something more suitable to fit the way they live. These would be these offerings of blood, these drink offerings. Blood, it's called. Drink offering is a drink is a liquid, so a substance that we was going to drink. It's kind of like some understanding. If you're thirsty, you will need some water, and a lot of times this was wine. Wine's something would make drunken. Wine's something that was enjoyed too at that period. But these are of blood. And blood is something God commanded you should pour out. These blood offerings. These offerings of sin, we'll find out, for these understandings, that make atonement for sin. Well, these drink offerings, these are understandings that they pour out. And I will not offer because that would be a sin, nor take their names upon my lips, because that as well would be wickedness. Not necessarily to just say the name, but to take of and to work it, to use it now, because the lips are something that works in the mouth, and that's that which pours out. These lips, and these are the witness, these make the word. 5. O Lord, the portion of mine inheritance of my cup, you maintainest my lot. And the Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. It's important to have an inheritance. It's important to have an inheritance is something we can look back on. Something to say this is how we came. This is how our family came. It's like following a path, a line. It's important to have a good inheritance, but often in today's society, especially in today's society, this inheritance is taken away. This heritage is forgotten, and you end up drinking from another cup or someone else's cup, someone else's understanding, and this is that line that it follows, and these paths get changed along our way. But the Lord maintaineth my lot. We'll find out the Word of God, His understandings, keep us in the lot. 6. The lines are fallen unto me in a pleasant places. Yes, I have a goodly heritage. And the lines are fallen unto me. Well, that means circumstances have come about, so that I've found myself in these pleasant places, or found myself in a goodly time, or in a goodly understanding. I have a goodly heritage. I have something to look forward to. I have an inheritance even to leave to my children. An understanding God gave me even in the beginning. 7. I will bless the Lord who giveth. I will bless the Lord who hath given me counsel. Yes, in the night seasons my reins instruct me. I will bless the Lord because I know God did give me counsel. He is the one who had spoke to my heart even in the beginning, put the law there so I would understand. When I heard the word, I would have understanding. And this is the counsel, this is the instructions we got in the night seasons. That's in the period of dark in the night, when the nighttime comes, or when there's darkness, even in the form of understanding. My reins instruct me. And this word reins here, if we go to King James, it says reins. The word is kilia, and it means kidneys. It's a physical organ. But what it basically means is my inwards. My inwards are these things that are within me, and we know that's the law. They instruct me. 8. I have set the Lord always before me. Surely He is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. I have set the Lord always before me, and the understandings that God give me, and recognize that He is the one who give me these instructions. He is my right hand. My right hand is the strength in my work, the abilities of my work. I shall not be moved. And this gives us the affirmation. This gives us the establishment to stand on. And it was the law. It was the dry ground that was raised up even in the beginning. 9. It's a place to stand. 9. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also dwelleth in safety. Therefore my heart is glad. My understandings, my soul, that which was in me, that has intellect, my glory or my honor rejoices. Even my respect for God rejoices. This is kabod. This is my abundance, my riches, my glory, my honor, my dignity, my reputation. because God, by obeying the law, God prospers everything we do. My flesh also dwells in safety. I have no fear of for my flesh. These things other people live in fear constantly. There's always somebody trying to bring you down in fear. There's nothing to fear. Fear itself. If you have the understanding of God, you have the safety of God. God give you just as much power as He give any other man. Ain't nobody got any greater abilities than anybody else. 10. For you will not abandon my soul to the nether world, neither wilt you suffer your godly one to see the pit. For you will not abandon my soul to the nether world. If we maintain our righteousness, if we maintain our dignity, if we maintain our integrity before the Lord, He will not abandon us. God said the soul that turns from his sin, that soul shall live. The soul that sins, well, that soul shall die. And it's really just that simple. That's the nether world, that place of death. It's uh, we'll go look at this world, nether world. King James Version says hell. It's hell. That's a little different understanding. And a lot of people think hell is a place where there's fire and all kinds of things, and the devil lives there. Well, that's just not really a good understanding to have. The word is Sheol, see, and it's the underworld. It's the grave, the pit. It's that place you can't get out of, see. It's to have a fleshful understanding and not be able to escape. It's to have no understanding, and it's to have, or the other way around, to think it's all just one way and there's no two sides to the street. We'll find out every river's got two banks to it. Every road's got two sides to it. There's a positive, there's a negative, and it's always going to be like that. There's a place where the negative rules. There's a place where the positive rules. See, you want to get over there where the positive rules, where you always got that insight to go forward with, and that's the law, to have that insight. See, and that's how you escape that nether world, or that world below, I like to call it, that world below, as if there was a place assigned for the dead, as we could see. God says when you sin, you're dead, and that even here in the flesh, we see those that don't have no understanding, that go to prosper in the way of death, that go the way of death. And that's into the alternative way of life. A lot of people call it today. It's becoming an alternative way of life till finally it is what we have this example in the book many, many times. But God will not suffer the godly ones, even His anointed ones, to see the pit. 11. You makest me to know the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. In your right hand, bliss forevermore. God makes us to know the path of life. Even this path that we walk, whether we have understanding in our path. Why are we going to do what we're doing today? Why are we going for it? Do we have understanding? Do we have a purpose in life? Do we go forth like we're a purpose? Or do we just mope around dragging our feet because we don't have any understanding of what we're doing here? Has anybody taken up a purpose? You got a purpose for your life? God give you a purpose. God give you a purpose. You're His servant. You should be observing the law, keeping the law, setting an example, helping everybody that needs your help. You were the help that's sent. And your path of life, this is that which goes forth towards life, not towards death. That's the other way. Because in God's presence, there's a fullness of joy. There's understanding. There's knowledge. There's wisdom. There's purpose. And in His right hand, and that's in the strength of His works, even, there's bliss forevermore. And this word bliss is all pleasantness, all joy. We're going to move forward to Psalm 17. Turn and return.